I think it's official, I'm a pentaholic. Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be reacting and analyzing a song that many of you have commented on my other videos. You said, please react to The Prayer by Pentatonix.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer.
First of all, Mitch singing this opening solo, really good choice. Look at the scenery, we're in the woods, there's snow falling, there's snow on the ground, it's this Christmassy holiday vibe. And Mitch is a voice that matches that vibe beautifully, perfectly actually. I've said this in previous videos about Pentatonix. What I really like about a Pentatonix arrangement is that at least in the beginning, it stays fairly true to the original song. And I'm excited to hear how they morph and change into a typical Pentatonix arrangement. So exciting. Ah, beautiful sound.
I pray you'll be our eyes.
Nice.
And watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know.
Mitch has such a beautifully placed voice, and if you hear the word place or placement when it comes to singing, it's really how we feel the sound in our own head. Sometimes we sing it's very forward, sometimes we sing it's very back or in the middle, and what Mitch's voice to me sounds like it's in a very balanced, even place. It's comfortable, it's healthy, and I'm sure Mitch could sing for hours and hours and hours and really not get that tired. Good vocal technique, love it.
Let this be our prayer.
Yes.
When we lose our way.
And I understand every word.
Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace,
Nice.
to a place where we'll be safe.
Pausing one more time before we get to this next section. I know we're gonna get there in a second. Just wait. I'm trying not to interrupt as they sing. I don't like when people do that. Sorry that I did that. But what I was trying to say is that when Mitch sings, I can hear every single word. When you sing something called The Prayer, right? We all know the prayer, right? The text is so important. It's meaningful. It's to tell us a message, to make us feel better and lift our spirits when we're feeling down. And if we get a singer that's not really pronouncing the words clearly, then we lose the magic. And I'm getting every single word. So now, finally, let's go into this next section. Nice.
I pray we'll find your love and hold it in our heart. When the stars go out each night, let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our days.
That was a really, really nice tone quality that I'm getting. I don't know if I can remember a time in which Scott had such a beautiful sound. I mean, always sounds amazing, but That really stands out to me for some reason. Well, it's not for no reason. I think there's a lot of reasons why. One major reason is where it sits in his voice. What does that really mean? Well, some songs are high, some songs are low. And I'm a baritone, as is Scott. So some songs we sing, if they're a little bit on the higher end, we might struggle vocally to get there. Or if it's too low, we might be pushing down and it sounds a bit muffled. But this sits beautifully somewhere in the middle, so it's resonant, it's clear, it's a beautiful solo. Very well done.
Nella mia preghiera
Okay. I'm appreciating the fact that they likely had an Italian diction coach or something or someone come in and give some pointers on how to do that, if he doesn't already know from his previous training. But there's so many times when pop singers or country singers or whatever, they sing in a different language and it sounds terrible. I was listening very carefully for those Italian diction rules and he knocked it out of the park.
Lead us to a place.
Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved.
A world where
Pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we're all God's children, reaching out to touch Him, reaching to the sky.
Okay, I can't go any further. That was insane. Beautiful. I love the fact that they switched to English in this section. This is usually sung in Italian, so there seems to be a bit of a rewrite. I love it. And there it is, that Pentatonix twist that we always look for in their arrangements.
a world where
Pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember
Light.
we're all God's children, reaching out to touch Him, reaching to the sky.
Yes. Yes, so they're all matching vowels there. We've talked about this with Pentatonix before. We've talked about this in the other choral ensembles that I've reacted to. It's so important when you're singing with an ensemble that your vowels all match. So imagine if they sang an ah vowel all together, one person singing ah, another person singing ah, someone singing somewhere in the middle. That's going to be a jumbled mess. And one thing that I always appreciate about Pentatonix is the fact that their vowels are consistent. So they're true choral singers. You know, we think of them maybe as pop singers or some sort of, I mean, they're an a cappella group, sure, but in my mind, they are choral singers. They follow all the rules of choral music. They're a good ensemble and they match well.
let this be our prayer.
Ooh.
Just like every child.
Just like every child.
Ooh, okay. I'm really enjoying this. I've heard so many versions of the prayer that are really just a remake of the original duet. And I've sung the original duet many times, so it's refreshing to hear something different. They're changing the melody a bit, they're adding different harmonies. I think it's really great. I love it. Let's just officially say it. I'm a pentaholic.
Let this be our prayer.
Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of brightness in the vowels. I don't know if you noticed, but most of them show their upper teeth when they sing. So what that does when we smile, it's called a smiling technique. When we sing, if we show our top teeth, then we get a brightness in the sound. The prayer versus the prayer. So darker vowels are kind of like this. Brighter vowels, which we want for this style of singing, we can show our front teeth. They all do it. So if you're a singer and you want to sing more like Scott or more like Mitch or anybody in Pentatonix, brighten up the sound by showing your front teeth. Smile when you sing.
Needs to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Needs to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be
Yes, yes. We get a huge flat 6 chord and then a big flat 7 chord and then a 1. That's the standard, typical, I love it every time ending to the prayer. It's very dramatic. I love it. I love everything that Pentatonix does. And I'm sure this video seemed very complimentary. I said, oh, this is good. This is great. This is excellent. I think that sometimes in music, we need to not be too technical about it. When it comes to singing and it comes to music making, if we get too analytical and we get too into the nuts and bolts of vocal technique, it doesn't really help us that much. Why don't we just enjoy the music sometimes? And what I've really found interesting and I've enjoyed doing is going through the comments of this video and just seeing how people react to this. People saying, oh, I'm going through a really hard time right now. This made me feel better. I'm struggling in life right now. This lifted me up. And that's what music is supposed to do. And it seems like all you pentaholics, which I now consider myself one, if you would be so kind as to let me join your club, is that you have a very strong emotional connection to this group. You're interested in their lives. You're interested in who they are as people. And of course, you're interested in the music that they make. And that, to me, as a musician, as someone who strives to inspire people musically, that's really awesome to see. So I will continue to analyze and break down just why Pentatonix is so good. So keep those comments coming. Let me know what you want me to react to next. That's the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.